Hi everyone, this is your lab 4 and in this lab you will first operate a GPS and then you will collect data at different intervals. Once you have completed task 1 and task 2, your next step is to download your data to a GIS and visualize the results. Copy the GPX file into your lab 4 data folder as I have done here. And then in step 1, open ArcGIS Pro and then create a new project. You can name it lab 4 and then locate the folder where you downloaded it. In step 1, create a new file geodatabase. You can also see the instruction for lab 3 if you don't know how to do that. So right click in your lab 4 data and then go to new file geodatabase and then give it a name. You can see that this new file geodatabase that I created does not contain anything, and then we need to add data to this geodatabase. So we need to add pedestrian network, buildings and parking to the geodatabase. For that, go to analysis and then go to tools and then type feature to geodatabase. And then for input, add a parking lot shapefile. Similarly, add pedestrian shapefile and also add UNCC building shapefile. And for output geodatabase, make sure that you have the newly created geodatabase is the output geodatabase that I just created before this step. And then once you are done with that, click run. Now in step 3, it says to project the pedestrian layer so that it is in the same projected coordinate system as the buildings and parking lot layer. Now let us add parking lots, pedestrian, and UNCC buildings from catalog pane to the contents pane. So let me check the projected coordinate system for UNCC buildings. It is NAD 1983 State Plane, North Carolina, FIPS 3200 US feet. And then let me check the projected coordinate system for parking lots. It is also the same. Let me check the projected coordinate system for pedestrian. It's not the same. So we need to have a pedestrian layer also with the to have the same coordinate system, so that if you recall from the previous lab, you need to project it. So go to analysis and then go to tools and then use the project tool. So for input data set, it's pedestrian. And then choose the output coordinate system is at 1983 state plane North Carolina FIPS 3200. You can just type in the source results so that you can find it quickly, and then click OK, then click run. Now let me check the projected coordinate system for pedestrian. So you can see now all the three layers, pedestrian project, parking lots as well as UNCC buildings, have the same projected coordinate system. So step 3 is completed. Now in step 4, in the analysis tab, in the ribbon, click the tools, source for GPX. And then in step 5, click on GPX to features. In step 6, on the right side of the input GPX file, navigate to your lab 4 folder and then your GPX file and then click OK. In step 7, click the browse button next to output feature class field and navigate to geodatabase in the lab 4 folder. So let me navigate to the geodatabase that I recently created. And also give it the name is sample track. And click run. The output tab will be points in step 8, and in step 9, in the processing, click the run. We already did that. And in step 10, add your sample track feature from geodatabase to the map. So I am already able to visualize my sample tracks. If you cannot find it, then you can also find the sample tracks in your newly created file geodatabase. And if you do not already see the sample tracks in your contents pane, you can drag from your catalog pane to the contents pane, and then you'll be able to see the sample track. And in step 11, it says reproject your data, so it matches the projection of the pedestrian network, the UNCC buildings and parking lot structure using the project tool. So let me go to the properties for the sample track. Let's go to the source. So it has a different coordinate system. We need to project it to have the same coordinate system. So go to analysis tools and then use project tool. For input, use sample track, and then for output coordinate system, use 1983 state plane North Carolina FIPS 3200 US feet. We need to make sure that all the layers have the same projected coordinate system. Yeah, so click OK, and then for output name, use the name is sample tracks. PRJ and click run. And then we can also change the base map to imagery in step 12. For that, go to map and then go to base map. From here, you can select various base maps. We will use the first base map, which is imagery. So you can see now the base map is updated to imagery. You can also look at the attribute table of sample tracks projected. So go to the attribute table and then you can scroll to see the various fields and columns. So you will see when the points were taken using GPS, and you will also see date, time. You will get other information such as elevation as well. So you can look through them. You can also improve the symbology so that your map looks professional. You can also add other elements to your map. For creating map, go to insert and then click new map. And then use the and then use go to insert and then new layout and choose your layout, and then you can choose your map frame. You can activate your layer and then zoom in and zoom out. Once you have zoomed into appropriate scale, you can close your activation, and then you can add other elements such as north arrow. You can also add scale bar, and you can add legend and also give title to your map. And then you can export your map layout once you have added all the elements to the map. And then for exporting your map, go to share and then layout export, and then you can assign name and then export it, and your task 3 is completed. Now for task 4, we want to convert imported track points to lines. For that, in the geoprocessing pane, return to the tools source bar in step 1. For that, go to analysis and then tools. And in step 2, source for points to line. In step 3, for the input features, choose your projected sample track PRJ layer. In step 4, under output feature class, browse to your geo database and enter sample track line as the name. So type sample track line. Under line field, choose name in step 5. And then in step 6, under sort field, choose Z time. In step 7, Leave the close line unchecked and then click the run button. In step 8, add the sample track line layer to the map you created in task 3. So we created a map in task 3. So we need to add sample track line to the map. In step 9, make sure color of the sample track line is visibly different from the pedestrian network symbology. You can change the various symbologies by clicking on the symbol. You need to right click on the symbol and then choose the other colors. So you can change various colors to represent them better. And once you are satisfied with the design of your map, you can also add other elements to your map. So for adding the various elements, you can go to insert and then add north arrow. And then also add other elements to the map such as scale bar, legend, add legend and then title and other elements. And once you are satisfied with your map, go to share and then export your layout, give it a name, and then finally export the map. And you are done with task 4. That's all. Thank you.